One of the
Good y'all.
toughest things
Weekend.
to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Grab near the sticks, it's Johnson. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like like the one he had last week.
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the...
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Using his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, the ground game. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Brown will throw it, and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
It is good. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. The give on the inside. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Farrell. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ford. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll operate out a split back.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They punted away on 4th down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Caught close to the marker. It's Lee. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds space on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Reed. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Panthers have taken it inside the 20. The ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
Makes a catch down the right side. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. It's Irvin. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Cardinal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. And it's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it was a good run, right? You had the first down. You knew you had the first down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts fighting for extra yards, and that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move inside. You see him move outside. You see him move in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Brown wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable, so moving forward.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now they'll run it to the right here. Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Brown will throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Still looking on the move. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And that one from the lead. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in.
What?
Because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmaker.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. On his feet at the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the ground, good for the first down with the gift to the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Touchdown, Pitt! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
That's reeled in. It's 4. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Using his legs, it's 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They want that clock to run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked its itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Fresno State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Brown will throw it. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that. And right here, they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
He's taking the deep shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Smashes through the tackle. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thanks for watching.